even further beyond!
Yes, sir. My name's Zakashi, guys, and in this video here, we're going to be doing a kit breakdown and a should you summon for the new unit we have here, Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist Goku. It was not a Vegito, so I'll hold my hands up, but I already did say that I could be completely wrong. But it did seem like the bait was there, but we're getting this instead. However you want to feel about it is however you want to feel about it. Because it's specifically a Goku, you might have already decided whether you want to summon, but for the guys that actually want to look into whether it's worth it as a unit, this is what this video is for. We're going to be looking at his kit in entirety, everything that he has to offer, and making a deduction on whether he's worth your Chrono Crystals or not. He's a Saiyan, so chances are he'll have a lot of longevity. Saiyans often tend to have a lot of your longevity, but on Sun Family they can also get creeped very fast, is what I've seen as well. Power crept, by the way. But we will have to see. We're gonna break down his kit. I know most of his kit, and most of you guys will know as well. But even before I even get into this, straight off, I want to point out that we're due an Ultra unit, and an Ultra unit that is summonable is always one that is extremely valuable. We have two cases of it, and you see the big difference. They've literally dominated the game on release. We have Ultra Super Gogeta and Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. So I don't want to just send you guys into the even if my conclusion is he is worth it. I don't want you guys to just, you know, go into it and not have foresight for anything else. So we're due an Ultra. Chances are, because we've only got 4 units in part 1 and 2 of Anniversary, the Ultra Gogeta rerun banner was better than both of these from the looks of it. We're probably due a part 3, and there'll probably be an Ultra, and the Ultra's probably going to be good. So I advise you save in general, but we're going to get into whether this banner is worth it or not. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this video. Hopefully it's going to be useful somewhat. If you haven't already, make sure to press that subscribe button. We are on this grind to 30,000 subscribers. Very close to getting that, man. Press that red button for me. No teasers on my channel, so you do need a sub. Yes, sir. All my social media links are going to be at the top of the screen. This is the YouTube channel. We've got Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and a Discord link all in the description below. So make sure to check me out on all of those. But yeah, man, let's actually get into breaking down Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So we're going to be gliding through this video here. I'm not going to really listen to what Toshi has to say because I don't want to get striked or anything. But they dropped the info video which has all the information on whether this Super Saiyan 3 Goku will be worth it or not. So the tags he has, he's obviously a melee type, green, Saiyan, Super Saiyan 3, Sun Family. The main important ones are Saiyan and Sun Family. And he's sagas from the movies. I'm actually going to take off the subtitles and we're going to glide through it like this. The Z ability here, Z ability 3, 2% to strike hearts damage inflicted by Sun Family, which is a new thing they've been installing in a lot of these units. They put a specific type of damage in the Z ability. That's at 6 stars you get that Z ability, so that's pretty good. And you get plus 30% to tag Sun Family and sagas from the movies. Or Saiyan base strike attack and blast defense. So you get 3 options of teams that you can run him on. I imagine he'll be used on Saiyan more than anything, but with that green Goku getting Zenkai, this guy will be able to get double Zenkai buffed eventually very soon in the near future. So that Z ability could come in handy. That's going to be dope. Let me glide through here. His strike cards, every time he uses a strike card, it increases his strike damage. That's actually really dope, and it shouldn't be slept on. Building up buffs as you do damage is always something that keeps units in the game for a long time and makes them dangerous on release, especially the way we get units now with the boost and everything. I feel like that's very valuable. These cards can be used by any battle member in your party. Also, it's one of those that's on occasion. The blast, increased damage inflicted, is the same thing. It can boost the party damage, pretty dope. Special move time, the blue card, plus 20% special move damage inflicted for 10 timer counts upon activation, cancels on attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions on hit, blast armor when charging forward. So it's them blue cards like Super Gogetas, Ultra Super Gogetas, where you charge forward at them. It's pretty dope. You should watch the video. I'll link this in the comments and the pin so you can watch it in whole and see the animations if you haven't, but I also uploaded the preview as well. He has a unique gauge, which is pretty cool. So he gets a lot of things on the unique gauge fill, like a lot of things. If the unique gauge is filled, he gets he inflicts all enemies with no switching on the blue card. So it's like an upgraded version and a regular version. Before the unique gauge is full, he gets this, but when you fill it, this is added to it. So you lock them in every time you do a blue card. So filling up his gauge is very important. That's going to be very useful. This is the green card. You get 40 key when you use it. You draw strike cards and you get 25% to damage inflicted. But then, if you fill your gauge, every time you pop a green, they're going to get health restoration. This guy is going to be a health monster once we get to the unique abilities. Health restoration on this guy is going to be very, very vital, and you're going to see that for sure. Health restoration by 10% on a green every single time is going to be very, very valuable on top of what else he has. Let's go to his ultimate arts now. Deals supreme damage. You know, if a unit has supreme, it's dope. Okay, applies the following effects to self upon activation. So plus 40% to ultimate damage inflicted for free time accounts. Applies the attribute upgrade minus 100% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for free time accounts. And nullifies enemy restore health when it reaches 0 effects. When this character attacks for free time accounts, it has blast armor on the ultimate. So he's nullifying endurance, that's regular. Ultimate damage is dope. The supreme damage is really, really dope. And minus 100% to sustain damage cut to make sure that you do that full force when you hit your ultimate. I like that overall in entirety. And then there's an upgraded version as well, which makes him go type neutral when he pops it. So no matter who you're hitting it on, that's going to nuke. That is valuable. That is valuable. Do not sleep on that. It's very, very valuable. I see him actually just destroying people, and you'd be like, whoa, I didn't know that was gonna kill. Like, it's gonna be unexpected bodies he's gonna be catching for real. What's next? The main ability. So we got here, destroys one of your own cards and draws the ultimate card, Dragon Fist, next, so it forces its way into your deck. If you even had a full deck of cards, you see they show here. If you had the strike cards there, the strike cards would have got deleted, but it's at random. That's the one thing I don't like about that type of thing. It could destroy a card that you want, but it is what it is. Restores own ki by 50 and health by 30%. Ki 50 is a lot. 30% is also very valuable. Plus 30% to damage inflicted for 30 time accounts, which is very, very dope. Increases own arts card draw speed by 1 level for 15 time accounts as well. Draw speed is always valuable. It looks like those things can be cancelled though, the damage inflicted and the draw speed. And if your gauge is full, you also become Swiper the Fox. So you actually take the enemy's vanishing gauge and you restore yours. So restoring yours would be a benefit to a later combo, but depending on how you use it, maybe they have a gauge. I don't know. It just depends how you use it. Really and truly, in the example they showed, he's going to vanish Tapion, as you can see here. So he's standing there. He's going to vanish Tapion. And then while Tapion's in the animation, he's going to be trying to like time when he should sidestep. But then Goku pops his main. So even if he sidesteps, it won't be a vanish. So then Goku's free to just attack straight away, which is really, really cool. It's actually really going to be really annoying when you least expect it. Watch out for that. What else is next? The main ability is everything's showing its full power when the gauge is full. If you don't fill this guy's gauge up, Jesus Christ, that's bad. I feel like he's going to be very good so far, but you have to fill up his gauge basically. Applies the following effects to when battle starts. Plus 90% damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Reduces damage received by 60% cannot be cancelled. Draw speed infinite cannot be cancelled, and minus 5 arts cost. I find the arts cost is actually going to be an underrated thing to make him actually do a lot of damage. Since he can get 2 times draw speed, if he pops his main, the draw speed can be cancelled, but he's already got 1 level higher than everybody else that doesn't have 1 level higher as a base. So then he'll be drawing cards at double the rate, and if it's strike cards, which is a melee type, which is what you should be doing, he'll be using those strike cards at 5 ki less. So 15 for every strike, which is actually going to be an underrated feature for when you're comboing with him. Already he's looking menacing. Here, applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. So this is unique ability 1. Restores ki by 30, plus 30% of damage inflicted cannot be stacked. Applies the buff effect, nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover for 10 time accounts. Nullifying cover change is great. That activates 2 times, which is what I noticed from the 3 times there even. I thought it was 2. It says 3. In the when I was watching it live, shout out to guys that I was in the live. I'm pretty sure it said 2, but here it says 3. Maybe it's subject to change, so we'll watch for that. But that's actually going to be useful. Maybe it's more impactful to not start with him, and then when you switch into him, you actually can't be cover changed, which allows you to build up your gauge. You can see here it says charges unique gauge by additional 100% when this character uses a strike or blast arts card if there are 2 defeated battle members. So he's filling up his gauge when he uses a strike and a blast arts, which is really dope. I will not lie, having a gauge puts you ahead of so many units. They're putting these cards that turn the tide with the battle, turn the tide of the battle with these powerful abilities. This is a unique ability too. So he has a strike cover change, which is at the top, and you can combo the blue card into it immediately, which is valuable. If you couldn't, that would be a bummer, but it's a close range one, so that's dope. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike or blast arts card. So he's going to actually restore health by 3%, Remember earlier I said about the health thing? He's going to be a health regenerating monster. Restores ki by 5, plus 10% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts, and plus 5% to ultimate damage inflicted. Similar to Gogeta Blue, every time you do a strike or blast arts card, he's building up his ultimate damage and damage inflicted, which is dope. But the damage inflicted can stack infinitely, but they only last for 10 timer counts, so it depends on how many arts cards you can get off in 10 timer counts. But the ultimate damage goes up to 6 times, so if we do 5 times 6, that's 30% total ultimate damage inflicted that you can get in additional from where you start with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which is dope. Anything else in this kit? There should be. Here we go. So slightly charges own unique gauge every time this character uses a strike or blast arts card while on the battlefield. I mentioned that earlier. Applies the following effects to self once its unique gauge is full, and this is everything that we saw prior in its individual bits. So in addition to this, so he gets health just off filling his gauge, which is dope. Enhances special move arts, that's the blue card, it gets the lock-in. The special arts card, he gains health, that's the green card. The ultimate becomes type neutral, which is dope. And the main ability, which is what I forgot, it was a lot to remember in one go. I'll go back to that in a second, but you guys obviously heard earlier on as well. I think that's everything in total. Yeah, various abilities will become enhanced once you fill the unique gauge. That's basically what it's going to end on. And then you see the Super Saiyan 3 Goku Dragon Fist finish, which is beautiful, by the way. No, the reuse animation is still beautiful, but it's very lazy that they reuse the animation. But I will say the victory pose is hot. That is neat. I love it. I love the victory pose, I can't lie. But yeah, let me get into actually breaking down how I see the value of Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Alright, so boom, I did forget the main ability thing, but it's the vanish thing that he takes. So he swipes your main ability, he swipes your vanish, and he gets a full vanish. Now I can actually get into the conclusion of this video. Is he worth it? The other character on this banner is Tapion. We're not even going to get into him, man. Let's be honest. The other character on this banner is Tapion, but we're not even going to get into him. We're here for Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist Goku. Where I see his value, I see it as very high. And it's actually really, really high. The only thing that could mess him up is his stats, and I don't see his stats even playing that big of a factor, simply because he's going to be so effective with the boost in addition to what he already has in his kit. He's going to be so valuable, it's nuts. However, I can't predict whether he'll be more valuable than the next Ultra, but this guy is going to be a problem. I can see this guy being run with like the tag androids, and you're gaining health so much, like it's dumb. Even running with the guy as Blue Bros, because he is a movies unit, you're gonna get so much benefit out of it. I also see them bringing back, like, the meta is the way it's gonna evolve. People bringing back green, yellow, using this guy with that green Goku that's getting a Zenkai. Like I said, he's gonna be defensive beast. This guy's gonna be an offensive beast, and then yellow, the Angel Vegeta, just to stop your combos. Bro, it's gonna be real annoying. Him being green is an upset for me, but that's only because we have green Saiyans. We're gonna get that Goku that's gonna Zenkai. We have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who is already Super Saiyan 3. Like, we don't want another Super Saiyan 3 of the same color. That was the only downsides I see of it, but him being green is also a good thing, simply because he's gonna have 2 Zenkai buffers at a minimum. Assuming that green Goku buffs either movies or Saiyans, he's gonna be very valuable, and his kit is actually proving to be insane. I feel like his value is gonna be very high, especially with his gauge, but it's locked behind the fact that he has to fill up his gauge doing offensive damage. So if he's in a situation where he loses priority and he doesn't get the opportunity to fill his gauge, however his gauge fills up 100% when you are last stand, that's going to be very effective. And I see people pulling off comebacks with this guy simply because he can restore his gauge and take your gauge. So think of it like this: you're 3v1 with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you get one lucky combo, you kill one guy, you somehow get another combo, kill another guy with the ultimate maybe, and then you vanish step main, they have no vanish, and you rush the other guy. Or you could have rushed earlier and then do the steps afterwards like that. There is a lot of big plays that you can do with this guy, because his kit allows you to actually solo with him, and the fact that his ultimate is type neutral just promotes comeback type plays. He doesn't go type neutral for a long period of time, if I'm not mistaken, but there is a lot of value in that. Besides from the hype factors, by the way, like if you're hyped for him, you're gonna summon anyways. If you're not hyped, you probably won't summon. I'm saying for the guys that are not hyped, this guy is a good unit. Don't sleep on him just because, oh, you didn't like how the anniversary is moving. Well, I think he's gonna be very good. The only thing that can mess up with stats, and even if they do mess up the stats, I don't feel like it's going to be that big of an issue. So yeah, that's my overall consensus. I think he is worth summoning. That's my actual opinion. I genuinely think he's worth summoning. He's valuable for summoning. Like, if you spend your CC on him and get him, you will have a very, very good time with him and be dominant, 100%. That's one thing I can say. However, I don't think it's more worth it to go in on him than an Ultra, because Ultras also offer higher Z power pools, which is just generally more valuable in most cases. But this guy's going to have a place in the meta, and that's one thing I'm confident in. If I'm wrong, you can come back and tell me I'm wrong. I'll hold my hands up. But when Saiyans come back, it's going to be a problem, especially movies as well. And I'm just keeping that stack with that. You heard it here first. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. I could be completely wrong, like I always have to say, it's a disclaimer. But I'm confident in this guy here, outside of the fact he has a reused animation. This is the only thing that I'd really complain about outside of the actual 4th anniversary. Also, the banner doesn't seem like it's going to be very valuable. Tapion, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and they'll probably put some old LFs on it. Maybe Blue Bros are on it, it might tempt people to summon, but again, you could catch them in other places, even there's a campaign for it, so just go keep it a stack. Press the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're on this grind to 30,000 subscribers. All my social media links are going to be on the top of the screen. Ooh, this is the YouTube channel. We've got Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and a Discord link, all in the description below. So make sure to check me out, all of those. There's no teachers on my channel, so you do need to sub. Yes, sir. My name's Zakashi, guys. I'll probably be streaming summons in the morning, maybe like 1 rotation, because I do want to have him. But I'm not desperate for him. You're not going to see me go crazy. I'm going to be real. My name's Zakashi, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Please, lend me your energy!